Yeah. So what else?
Serie A.
Yeah. Serie A, yes, Serie A. So Serie A was another league, like sort of like the Premier League. Yeah, we can like there was intense fight going on for two Champions League slots, and it was, I guess, what do you say? Most of us thought that Juventus will crash out. I think it was obvious because their result, even if they win, also it's not under their hand. Napoli had a genuinely easy opponent, and the only chance we thought was maybe if Atalanta beat Milan. But the turn of events is quite surprising. So moving on, like excluding like the usual games, I think Inter finished the season with style, beating Udinese 5-1. I think they have the highest point style of any club in all the top five leagues. They're the only team to cross 90 points. So good season to them, brilliant season to them, and yeah. So moving on to the crucial game. So Atalanta v Milan, Bologna v Juventus, and Hellas Verona v what do you call Napoli. So
Napoli. Yeah.
those were the three games. I was watching these games side by side. I'll like switch one channel, the next channel. It will be like you can't switch in between. So I was primarily watching the Milan game because I thought it is going to be the decider one, and the game was actually Milan. You look at the score line; it's absolutely flattering because that's not what happened in the game. Atalanta dominated everything, every aspect of the game, but they just couldn't get through Milan's defense. And Milan's defense has been their best asset in this year's Serie A, and they showed them why. Yeah, and they were like they just couldn't get through. Atalanta tried, and yeah, but eventually Milan, I think. Both their goals were penalties, and I think their counter-attacking style worked sort of. And Frank Casey, people were scared. Like, and the first penalty was given to him because he had missed his last penalty. People were scared, oh, he might bottle it, but he was cool. I think he scored like 43rd minute. They scored the penalty, and Milan were, I think, holding on. Like it was intense until and like the second goal was scored 90 plus third. I think obviously again Frank Casey, like it was very tension like, whoever is watching because yeah, at one point it was like Milan 1-0 lead, Napoli were leading 1-0 in Verona, and Juventus were obviously they were dominating 4-1, like we'll come to that, yeah. And we thought, will Milan bottle it, but they managed to hold on, and last, I think, injury time, they got a penalty and they sealed it. So much happiness. They're returning back since 2014. That's a huge time since they played in the Champions League. Yeah. And Napoli. Napoli is like the Leicester City in. It's
Serie A.
even worse. It's even worse. I don't know how they managed to do it. Do you have anything to add?
No, like every league has this team of bottlers. No, like I don't know, like how they have these steep drop offs. Maybe towards the end of the season they might experience fatigue and all. But teams like
I
Napoli, which
am
have so
shocked.
much to lose, should not be doing that because if they had won,
Yeah.
Juve would be out of the CL. I'm not saying that I was waiting for that to happen or something, but it would have been very interesting to watch if big clubs like that didn't make it. It's like Arsenal not
Yeah.
playing in Europe. It's like Liverpool having
Yeah.
to play Europa. I'm not saying I wanted Liverpool to play in the Europa, but if that would have happened, it's not like
Yeah.
something bad happened or something. They deserved it because they didn't play to their optimal level. And Napoli, like the
Yeah.
stakes were so high, they should have been
It was
playing
in their
better.
hands. It was in their hands. They just needed to win, like match whatever Juventus was putting in. Milan also had to do that. Milan did that. Napoli also just, and they got the easiest of the opponent. Maybe like okay, Juventus got an easier opponent, but they got an easier opponent than Milan. Verona, and they were leading. They were leading. I think close to 70 odd minutes. I'm not sure. So then they just had to defend, but they didn't defend. I don't know. It's simple as that. They didn't defend. They got a goal in 60th minute. They just needed to just hold on for 30 minutes, defend properly. This team is not going to be that lethal unless they. But I don't know what happened. Then they just kept on trying. Verona held on, and yeah, they're out. I don't know. I think they'll be hugely disappointed, and they should be hugely disappointed because it was in their hands. I think you look a few years back, Napoli had a chance of winning the title against Juventus. It was such a close race. I think Maurizio Sarri was their coach. It went to the last day, and Napoli had to win a crucial game. They lost. Like all these crucial moments decide whether you are a champion team or whether you are a mediocre team. I'm not saying Napoli is a mediocre team and all, but yeah, they have to improve this. And if you can only call yourself a top club if you're consistently qualifying for the Champions League. And Juventus, yeah, what a big relief for them. Everywhere it was speculation. Same like with Liverpool in the Premier League, will they miss out on Champions League? Will they miss out on Champions League? And here also, last day, and you look at their performance in the final day, and you think, yeah, they do deserve because they did what they had to do in the final leg. They had to beat the team, and they did it convincingly. And they played without Ronaldo. They just played with the youngsters full surrounding Chiesa, what do you call, then obviously Morata, Kulusevski. Chiesa and Kulusevski were involved in every single goal, even either in the build-up play or the assist or the two passes, so everything. So it was a great game to watch actually, and yeah. So Napoli, next time, please don't do this.
Yeah, to sum up the league.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, to sum up the league, the top four going to the CL are Inter Milan, AC Milan, Atalanta, Juventus. Napoli and Lazio go to the Europa League, and I don't know who goes to the Champion Conference League. But the teams that are dedicated are
Yeah.
Crotone, Benevento, and
Yeah, Conference
Parma.
League is Roma. Roma.
So yeah, Jose Mourinho is still going to play in Europe. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Europe.
Should we talk about La Liga
It's
next, or
actually
should
going
we
to be
talk about?
interesting. All these, yeah, some they have decent teams in the Conference League. Some decent teams have gone through. We'll see how it goes out.
Technically
Next
speaking,
season.
Arsenal and Tottenham are not bad teams. They're good teams only. I'm not saying the teams that are going to Conference League are bad, but it should
Yeah.
actually be like the teams that are going to the CL, like go there, and then like Europa League are people who are just unlucky, and Conference League are good teams who are even more unlucky. But it's not like that. It's like people who are
Yeah.
somehow fighting and making it to the CL, and then people who are maybe marginally unlucky getting in, or people who are like underperforming are going into the Europa League, and people who are hilariously underperforming are going into the Conference League. It's like that. It's actually not supposed to be like that, but then, yeah. Should we talk about the Liga, or should we talk about La Liga?